it's Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I have a haul video for you today, and it's for the two new collections that just came out. So Shimelle Glitter Girl, and then I also have Pink Paisley's Paige Evans Turn the Page. And so I didn't do a haul video for some of the other collections that just came out. So the Creekside or any of the Pink Fresh Studios or any of the Christmas collections. And I also didn't do one for the new Amy Tan Hustle and Heart. So if any of those are things that you really want to see, leave me a comment down below and let me know that you want to see those, because I did also get those in about a week ago. So these two new collections I just ordered from Paper Issues, like the best, my absolute most favorite store to order from. And Cassie over there is massively quick with shipping and has everything pretty much always in stock, and so it's awesome. Highly, highly recommend. Okay, so this is Shimelle Glitter Girl, and I of course had to have the craft scissors, and they do have this really pretty teal glitter handle, and I haven't even opened them yet, but I am super excited to have these, and hopefully they are bright enough that I will not lose them on my desk. Alright, I also ordered the self-inking stamp, and there are 4 pieces to this, and I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, or, but I did know that I wanted this, especially for my traveler's notebook. So these are kind of the 4 different patterns and colors that you get, and then each one of these little canisters has its own little roller, and they are self-inking. So I thought it'd be fun to play around with. This one is the ephemera pack, and there's 30 pieces, and you can kind of see them here on the back. The ones that have that movement look to them are the lenticular ones, so that's these down here, and then these are just the regular cardstock ephemera pieces. So those are the regular ones, and then these are the ones that have that like kind of motion look to them. So those will be really fun too. These will definitely probably go in my traveler's notebook, which is a little more interactive, so that you would actually get this full effect rather than on my regular pages. And I didn't buy everything that is out there. There are some things and some papers that I didn't get, but this is a pretty good sampling of everything. All right, so enamel dots this time. The circles are a little big for me, but we're going to make that work. And then we have stars and hearts, and they do all have the glitter inside, since this is Glitter Girl. And I really do like that we have a good combination of dark and light colors, and the 3 different shapes, so that we can kind of combine different shapes of the same color in your embellishment clusters. So I really like that. I did get the 6x6 paper pad, which is 36, and we're just going to flip kind of quickly here through. I'm sure you've seen most of this collection already, because it's kind of been around everywhere. So I usually almost always get the 6x6 paper pad, rather than all the 12x12 papers, because the scale of these is a lot better if you're going to be using it for a lot of matting. And since that's something that I often do, the 6x6 paper pad is something that I almost always get. This one is the sticker and washi book folder, and I'm just going to open this really quick. I apologize for that noise. The washi and sticker books are coming different this time. So usually they come stapled across the top, and the top stickers always end up getting ruined. So Shimelle requested that they change that this time. So now you are getting sheets instead. And so I'll flip through these real quick. These have that kind of shimmer look to them. And then this one has the gold accents. This one has that same shimmery look. And then those are all like on cardstock level stickers. And then this one is a washi. So this is the same, it's not a paper consistency, it's a washi tape. And these are gorgeous, so pretty. I love this one. That one's really pretty. These are back to that cardstock weight of stickers, and those have some of that same detailing. Same thing with this. We've got lots of word stickers, which is awesome, and some littler shapes that make layering a lot easier. And then this one has the sparkle, but this is the washi tape. So this one is squares, but it's that texture of washi tape. So those are going to be really fun. And then we have some sparkly letters. And something I'm really excited about is it all comes in this little folder, so you can slip them right inside and keep them in here. And this has some shimmer to it. But honestly, I'm going to take this and I'm going to end up hole punching it. And this is going to become an insert probably in my December daily. So some kind of December daily or mini album insert to reuse this because it's amazing. I did get a couple of packs of thickers. So this one is called Marquee, and it's kind of a wood grain with a gold glitter. So it's a little different than the thickers that we've seen before. That wood grain adds a little bit different element to it, and it's really nice. I really like this one. These are the Glitter Girl stickers, and they also have that shimmery iridescent look to them. Super, super cute. And then some borders and a bunch more words on the back, which the borders and the words, it seems like, are always the things that I kind of go for. And I love these clouds. These are going to be awesome. All right, this one is called Sparkle, and these are the glittery words. And I really like the fonts this time. They're a little thinner text. And I like that it's a combination of script and block so that you can kind of create multi-word titles that don't all have the exact same font, and I really enjoy doing that. So those will be really nice. And then with the papers, real quickly, I did get quite a few of these, so I'm going to go pretty quick. This one is Find a Flower, and this is one of my favorite ones from the entire collection because I love a black background with pops of bright colors. So this one is super, super fun. And then the back is also a really fun cubic print. And so you're going to see throughout this entire collection, there's a lot of different ways that the colors can go. So to me, this is a much more masculine looking page, and I like that I have that option with something on the front that's very girly, because I do both girl and boy pages. Same thing, this one is called Make a Statement, and I love papers that have all of these different boxes and patterns to them, but I also think this one is really usable if you were to divide it in half, because it very much has kind of girly colors and boyish colors down in through here. You could also do it this way with the girly colors and the boyish color scheme up here. So very usable in my opinion. And then we have that same type of pattern that we had in the more masculine colors. Now here we've got that wood grain, and we have them in more feminine colors. And super cute little border down here on the bottom. This one is called Embrace Chaos. And this is lots of circles, and they are half wood grain and half pattern or plain. And that's really, really, really fun. And then a really great text on the back. I love text patterns, especially for matting. And so I love how there are certain words that are picked out on this one. I think this one's really, really, really fun. All right, this one's called Stay Warm. And so we've got all these kind of coffee cup pattern, and it's on a like pale blue kind of almost a polka dot background. And then the other side is this bright teal with the bicycles. So this would be really fun to cut out like as just a border. All right, this one is called Seek Rainbows. And so we have all different kinds of images in the entire rainbow of colors. This is not usually a pattern paper that I would use completely together like this. So I'm really planning on probably fussy cutting or using maybe one color strip of this. But likely I'm gonna fussy cut a bunch of these little things out. And then some really fun usable tone-on-tone cameras in the back. So that one's gonna be super fun to play with. This one is called Keep Your Cool, and we have all the different kinds of glasses, and that's super fun. And I'm always seeing like toddler pictures in these huge oversized sunglasses. And so I think this paper would be super fun. And anything that has teal with pops of little black accents is like, I'm a super fan. So that works great. This side is also really, really fun. So it goes from yellow down to like a dark navy and having kind of that color variation with this subtle pattern. So this would make a really, really fun background paper as well. All right, so the cut aparts, this is called Be a Square, and these are the 4x4 squares. I like these because the shapes are bigger and kind of more simplistic. So this is something that lends itself really well to hand stitching if that's something that you choose to do. And then we've got a really bright polka dot on the back. So a bright kind of hot pink with yellow for the polka dots. And then a really cute little bird branding strip down here on the bottom. This one's called Snap to It, and it has tons and tons of multicolored cameras, which is super fun. Again, this is probably not a page that I would use as a whole background, but something that I would cut apart or use maybe a little border. And then the back is the opposite of that polka dot paper. So now we've got the bright yellow background with the pink stars. And then we've got our bicycles down here on the branding strip. This one's called Spell It Out. So this is another big blocky kind of fun alphabet that matches all the different colors. This could easily work as a cut apart, definitely, for the girl pages or the boy pages. So there's a good color combination of both. And this is also one that I wouldn't necessarily leave as a whole paper. But then on the back, it has this amazing scripty text, which is more than likely what I will use with this really fun yellow heart branding strip on the bottom. So this is one of those papers where I'm more than likely going to leave the branding strip and cut off of the top to make this a 12 by 12 because I love that color difference and that little pattern, and this is super, super fun. Love, 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 love the script on that one. All right, this one's called Talk It Up, and all kinds of little speech bubbles. Definitely another one that I would cut apart. All the colors match. It can easily go for the boy side or the girl side. And then we have that really fun yellow with the hearts on the back. So this is another pattern that I find really, really usable. And I love this branding strip border down here on the bottom of this one too. So this one I could use either side. All right, Treat Yourself. This one's got all kinds of ice cream cones. Super cute. Not my most favorite pattern to use as a whole sheet like this. So I'm not really sure for this side exactly what I would do with it. But mainly I got it for this side, which is this super awesome star pattern. And I love that the stars are all different shapes and sizes. But then there's also things like diamonds and kind of asterisk-y stars and all kinds of other things mixed in as well. So this is definitely what I got this paper for, and I cannot wait to create with that side. All right, this one's called Think Pink, and so this one has all of our unicorns with some tone-on-tone pinks. A little bit busy for me, but this is the side that I bought this paper for. Because I love a cloud like this as a mat or as a border strip or something like that. And this branding strip is super cute too. And this is in the greens that definitely go with this kit, the greens and teals. All right, we've got Run Wild, and this is another unicorn pattern with some stars, that same beautiful color. And then we've got a really usable triangular tone-on-tone on the back with those cameras down at the bottom. So this is likely the page or the side that I am going to use. But I know there's going to be some amazing projects out there using this side too, especially because it is kind of light. Adding some really bright mixed media or some black to this would make this paper really usable. This is also one of my favorites. It's called Get Messy, and I love messy circles like this, especially when they match the pattern papers in the kit, because that makes matting your photos really, really easy, because you can just pull in some of those exact same patterns, and I love the pops of black on this one. And then this side also has a really great, this reminds me of like a mermaid ombre color. So going from that teal down to the purples and pinks, and it's going diagonal this time rather than straight up and down like the other one. And then an amazing border strip down here. Like, I wish I could have 12 of these branding strips. Super cute. All right, this one's called Make Magic, and it's another cut apart. So we've got some 4x6s and some 3x4s. Super cute and usable again. And then a great diagonal, which I absolutely love on the back, because a diagonal is my very favorite if I'm going to mat around the edges of a layout. And that's got that teal and the yellow. And last one, this is called Level Up. It's got the really fun clouds, and some of these clouds even have a pattern to them. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then we've also got some rainbows and different hearts and things. And then the back is a really fun stripe. And I love these stripes that have kind of variations and different patterns on top of them as well, because I tend to use these for matting a lot. And that is going to be it. So that is everything that I got for the Glitter Girl collection. And so then let's go ahead and take a look at the things that I got for Turn the Page. And I'm going to try and go quickly through this stuff, because this is getting to be really long, and I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean for that to happen. All right, so this one is the ribbon pack. It comes with 5 different spools of ribbon. So we've got some lacy, we have a little bit of like the chevron, This one's got stars, and then we've got kind of painted on looking stripes, and then a good floral. So a really good kind of combination of elements, and this is going to be really fun to add some texture. So I'm excited to use these. I haven't been using ribbon a whole lot lately, so I'm excited to bring ribbon back into things. I also picked up this sequin pack, and I have a lot of sequins in my collection already. So I wasn't, like, I don't necessarily need these, but they're so cute because these are stars, these are hearts, and then these down here are something totally different for me. So this one has flowers, and then it also has cutout leaves, and then it has the insides of the leaves too. So this just screams like spring and Easter to me. So I'm going to have a lot of fun. I can't wait to use these. These are going to be awesome. All right, I also have the 6x6 paper pad for Turn the Page, and this one has a lot of gold foil accents, so we're just going to flip through pretty quickly. But I really like it when a collection has the gold foil that shows up in the 6x6 paper pad and not just on the specialty sheets. Because I think it has such a neat look to it, and it looks really great layered up in this smaller kind of smaller pattern than on the 12x12 sheets. All right, this is probably my absolute favorite thing in the entire collection. I don't even know how to tell you how much I want to play with these. These are the 2x2 pattern paper kind of booklets. They're called swatch books. This one is patterns, and this one is all phrases. And I absolutely, this is like me right here. I cannot wait to create with these. I have so many ideas in my head of how to play around and make these work. So if you're not going to pick up anything else from this collection, I recommend picking up this because there's going to be so many amazing projects out there from all kinds of different designers that you are going to regret it if you do not have these. All right, I also got the journaling spots. So these are things you can kind of tuck in, all the labels and tags and things. I did also get the ephemera pack, but I don't have that one here today. That one is coming separately. So that one is on its way, but I don't have it yet. All right, these are the paper clips, and so they have gold paper clips, and then they're all kind of done with these embellishments. And I thought these would be really fun to play with in my traveler's notebook, which is why I picked these up. And so I love that the paper clips go sideways for these because that's just a little bit different. And I love things that are a little bit different. All right, of course I have the puffy stickers because if you know me, you know that I can't ever pass up puffy stickers. And so we have things like every day is a fresh start. So we have some with some text this time, believe in you. We also have a bunch of the medium size with like butterflies and florals and that kind of thing. And then we have a bunch of the tiny ones, which makes a puffy sticker sheet like complete for me, having these little teeny tiny accents that are going to go with everything else. I love that part. All right, this one is the sticker booklet. It has 262, crazy number of pieces. This one does have the kind of gold detailing, and it does have this sheet, not every sheet I don't think. No, this sheet is the clear background stickers. So you do need to know that if you're not a fan of the clear backgrounds, that this sheet in the booklet does have that. This sheet with all these phrases is also a clear background. But then when you get to the floral font for this alphabet, it's just a standard kind of block. This one is not on that clear, so this is on a cardstock background. So this one you're not going to see through. Same thing with this fourth sticker sheet with all of the labels and borders, some tickets, and some other florals and things. This one also has is a white border sticker, so this is going to have the cardstock consistency with the white border. So that's important to know about those. I did get the stamp set that goes with this kit, mainly because I am obsessed right now with these layered stamps. So where you get a background and then the middle, and you can layer them together. And if you have a stamp platform or a Stamp Perfect or a Misty, something like that, these work really, really great with that because they help you with your positioning. And so I'm really excited to kind of play around with this. I love that there's a heart and a star that kind of has the stitching marks. I think those are really usable and super fun. All right, I also got the washi tape book, which comes in these 12x12 washi strips, which is awesome because this means you can go across an entire layout easily. And there is some metallic detail on these. And these are just gorgeous. They almost have a watercolor look to them. So they're super, super, super fun. They are washi tape consistency. They're not like cardstock stickers. And then that's your third sheet. So these are super, super fun. I'm really, really happy with these. And there's 24 of them. And I actually have an extra one of these. Cassie threw in some extras of a couple of these things. And so we're going to do some giveaways. So that'll be really fun. All right, I did get the thickers for this collection. They're called New Day, and they are probably my favorite thickers. I don't know that you can see all the detail in these letters, but they do have a pattern to them, and they are beautiful, especially the black. Awesome. I love them. I love them. And it is just the alpha. It comes with some of the symbols, but it does not have numbers. All right, then these are the chipboard stickers, and they're called Fresh Start. Kind of like your customary chipboard sticker sheet. It does have some of that metallic detailing. Same thing on this side. I love all the arrows and all of the stars and the fact that the stars are in different sizes. So that makes them really easy to create some embellishment clusters with those. All right, and then the paper. And I didn't get all of the paper, but I did get most of the papers for this collection. So this is number 1. These are in order, and the Paige Evans collections and Pink Paisley all is just by number. So it doesn't have a specific name for the papers. So this is number 1. I absolutely love all these cards. We've got all different sizes, things that are going to be really easy to stitch and have fun stitching on. And then if the cards are not your thing, we have this pale pink tone-on-tone pattern on the back that is super usable as a background page. This one is number 2, and this has kind of that same watercolory floral look. I definitely want to either work on some fussy cutting or some stitching with this paper. So we're going to see what we can do with this one. And it does have some washi tape and things that match it. So that's nice to have. I really do also love the background or the B side of this one. And it's just all of these horizontal lines of different colors that match everything in the collection. And this would be really usable as either a feminine or a masculine page. So this one could go either way, even though there's a little bit of pink. This one is number 3. Also has this really, really fun pattern. Kind of naturally leads to a photo in the middle. But you could definitely change that up. And this would be really fun to fill some of these with all different like tone-on-tone embellishments. So this could be really fun that way. And then the back is also fun. It's just kind of a diamond pattern with all the collection colors. And so that's really usable as a background paper too. Number 4, we have that same watercolor look that we had with the flowers, but this time with butterflies. This is another one I think that lends itself really well to fussy cutting or using just a strip rather than the whole background paper. But it does have this kind of fun like hashtag grid type of thing. Not really hashtags, but a really fun grid on the back and a really, really cute border strip or branding strip. All right, number 5, this one totally screams boy layout to me, and I'm super excited to play around with this one because I love herringbone and boy colors, and that's just really fun. And then we have this awesome star pattern on the back. So really dense all the way up to scarce white stars on this light kind of mint colored background. So that side's really, really pretty too, especially if you're doing baby layouts. All right, number 7, we have all of the coffee and teacups on the front. This one is a little bit busy for me. I would more than likely cut these out rather than use it as a pattern page. But I did really like the back or the B side of this one because it is a gray with a subtle little bit of like a darker gray or a black. And so to me this is really usable and it coordinates really well like with a paper like this to create a really masculine look. And so that was definitely something that I needed from this collection. This one is number 8. And it's kind of this honeycomb pattern with going from light to dark ombre. Kind of a bigger pattern. I like this page a lot better in the 6x6 size than I do in the 12x12 size. But the back is super usable and really fun. Kind of a subtle ombre with a polka dot. And so that's definitely something I can use, no problem. This one's number 9, which has this really fun mustard floral with some blue leaves, which is a little bit different than some of the other florals out there. And then the back, which is kind of what I got it for, to be able to cut apart these little scallopy borders, which is super cute. And it's got that mint color with kind of the dark blue background. Number 11, and this one is Stars, and this one screams at me that it wants to have stitching on it. So this is definitely going to be part of a stitching project, I am sure. And then just a really usable diagonal on the back. You can always go with that, and a great green color that is also a really good kind of more masculine look. All right, we've got number 12, which is something Paige Evans always seems to include, where you have these boxes of all the different patterns so that you can punch or cut or do cut files or anything like that out of these. Super cute. I always pick one up and I always end up using it. And then it has this really fun blue print on the back, which matches a bunch of the other masculine papers in this collection if you're going for a boy look. So I really love it with Paige Evans that her collections seem to always have things that go really well for girls and really well for boys. And I like that in a collection because it allows me to buy one collection and fit the needs of a lot of my different kids. All right, this one's number 13, and it's kind of like a quilted page, I guess, where you have all these different quilt boxes out of all different sizes and shapes. If I was going to use this side, I would definitely be cutting these apart because as a whole, this is like crazy busy to me. But individual pieces, there's some really great borders and some grid possibilities with some of these blocks and some shelves maybe to let photos sit on. So this definitely is a really usable paper. And then the back is also really pretty with the turquoise, and this turquoise would actually go really well with some of the things in the Shimelle collection as well if you wanted to use this side. All right, number 14. We have kind of some stitching lines and some text, and it's all kind of in waves. And so it says things like, be yourself, don't apologize, I'll remember you forever, good things are coming your way. Really, really fun, and I love the font that she's chosen for this one. And then there's just kind of this green and white kind of crazy pattern on the back. This also is more like quilt inspired. And the whiter sections do have a stripe to them. So it's real subtle, but you can see it. All right, number 15, also a floral. Another one that has that dark blue in it, which I always love, but I will likely only use little pieces of this one, not as a whole, because it's a little bit much to me as a whole, especially with the pink background. And then we've got a pretty bright yellow on the back, and this one would also go really well with the yellow in the Shimelle collection. So some of these papers would honestly cross over between the two. All right, number 16 has these birds on the front, and they all have pattern paper wings that kind of match the patterns that are in the letters. So these would be really fun to cut out and use in coordination with those stickers. But I mainly got this one for the back, which is just this fun pattern with mint color. All right, number 17, another type of, my stack is falling over. Okay, another multicolor kind of honeycomb paper. This one would also work really well to stitch because the white lines are already there for you around each section to stitch that way, or you could pull out and stitch like one big flower. So lots of possibilities for this side. I actually really like this one. And if this isn't something that you would use as a whole or want to do a border of, it's really nice to actually have all these different sections in the plain colors that exactly match the colors in the kits, because you could definitely cut these out and punch shapes or make labels or tabs or anything like that, and then have them in all of the different colors that match the kit. So even if you don't like this as a paper, it's really great for punching reasons. And then we have this kind of brightish, it's not really, it's like an orange red, kind of a combination between the two, with that tone on tone, kind of a lightish pink pattern. So a subtle pattern on that one. Number 19, this one is all stars, and they match the alphabet again. And these I definitely want to stitch and cut out and use. But this paper it's a pattern and it's busy, but it's set up in enough of a grid that you could put a photo down here and it's still going to look really cool covering up one little section and using this as a whole page. So typically I don't use really busy patterns as a whole 12 by 12, but this one is an exception that I think you could make it look really cool. And then it also has this really neat painted background on the back. We've got the blues and the mints and then the browns and khaki types of colors, and they look like they've been painted on. So that's another really usable side. So either way, you want to go with that one. All right, this one, number 20. We're almost there, guys. I promise. It's getting really long, and I'm sorry. This one kind of is definitely quilt inspired. So you've got all the different sections of all the different patterns. And this, to me, as a whole, I might struggle with using. But pulling out one little element and using it in a grid layout with some kind of embellishment here would be super, super cute. So that's probably how you'll see me use that side. But I also really, really like this cubic pattern on the back that has all the colors from the collection. And this, to me, is a really, really awesome background paper. And I have a kiddo in my house that is like majorly into math and science. So this would be a really great background for some of his school stuff. All right, number 22 also looks painted with the stripes. All different colors that match the collection for this one. I like that you could cut single strips or a couple of strips to get some of the colors from the collection. I also like using this to mat things with because it does have, you know, if you pulled a little strip of this, you'd have all the different colors from the collection. And then this really fun paper airplane one on the back. And I really like using paper airplanes on pages right now. I'm not really sure why. But they do have a subtle pattern to them. So this side would definitely be really, really fun. All right, last one, number 24. So we've got these butterflies that are overlapping. And so there's a color difference where their wings overlap. So that makes it really cute. And you could definitely cut this apart. You wouldn't have to use it as a whole. And then you've got this really, really fun turquoise kind of pattern stripe on the back. This one would also go really well with the Shimelle Glitter Girl collection if you wanted to use this side. It matches Glitter Girl really well. And so that is going to do it for my Glitter Girl and my Turn the Page goodies. And so I will see you again soon. Bye!